G'day everyone, my name's Steve Gannon at the beautiful Stonecutters Ridge on a 32 degree, just into spring day. Thank you very much. Summer is on its way and welcome back to Aussie Golf Pros. And one of the most common comments and complaints that I get from my coaching clients and members that come in and see me in the pro shop is, Steve, I have got zero confidence around the greens. My chipping and my pitching and my short game, my bunker play, I've got nothing. You know, what am I doing wrong? Give me something quick. Give me something staple that I can do. What can I do to help my chipping? So today's video, I'm going to give you a few little tips and tricks and hacks on how to have a better short game. Okay, tip, trick, hack number one, handle and chest must always work together. We want them working together. So really, if you stick to a rule that has your handle and your chest moving together always, you want to feel like that's always working together, you will gain some connection, you will gain some timing, and you will gain some feel. Secret, tip, trick, hack number two. And this one's a biggie for me. I use this one a lot with myself, but also a lot of my coaching clients. And it's, I really want you to feel like that you get your hands back to the address position at impact. So I want to feel like my hands are trying to return to the address position. You've all seen the address position with a normal stance, with a normal shot, with short game shot, and then you see the impact position. It's basically the address position with some energy, some forward momentum moving through the ball, with some weight transfer and some impact. So when you're at address, when you're addressing the ball, regardless of the pitch or chip or shot, I want you to really get a feel of where your hands are and a hand path line. I want you to feel like that you've got a nice line or a nice wall in front of your hands, and your hands need to return to that position. And so I want your hands coming back to the address position. Now to do that, and to do that comfortably, you can see I'm getting my hips out the way. And so that's where this natural sort of kinetic chain works. As we take the club away and then we try and return our hands back to our address position, as we're getting forward and getting our hands into that position, getting the weight transferring forward, my hips move out the way. It creates some nice forward shaft lean and creates a lot of connection in your chipping. Trick, hack number three is we always want to have a little bit more weight on our left side, on our lead side. Like with all golf shots, the short game's no different. I want you to feel like that you have a really anchored into the ground, that you really engage the ground. Now, as we engage the ground, we then want to feel like we're a little bit more weight on the left side. This is going to help with angle of approach, give us a little bit of natural forward shaft lean through impact, catching the ball first. And that's going to help with consistency and strike. Now the fourth tip, trick, hack, whatever you want to call it, something to help you, is soft hands. Really, 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 really light, soft hands. I want you to feel like someone can pull the club out of your hands. If you're in your address position and you're hitting a few chip shots, I want you to be able to pick the club up and have your mate just pull it straight out. You cannot get any real feel, in my opinion, or touch when you're gripping and strangling the golf club. So the fourth tip, soft hands. Now the last one's a real biggie for me. It's one of my favorites. It's worked with so many of my clients and it's really helped me with my short game, and it allows you to create so much rhythm and timing and feel in all your short game stuff. And it's an imaginary thing, it's a visual thing. I want you to feel, I want you to imagine that the golf club, that you're wedged, when you're over the ball and you're going to hit a nice chip or a nice pitch, I want you to imagine that your wedge is about 20 kilos heavier than it is on the takeaway. So rather than you be able to pick the club up quickly or be able to snatch the club away or get a little bit anxious and blunt into the ground, I just want you to feel like that club's really, really heavy, and so it takes you nice and slow to be able to take it away. And again, this is just an imaginary thing. This is a feel thing. This is a mental imagery thing. It's a thing that you imagine so that you create a different reaction in your body. So your mind tells your body to pretend something, and in doing that, it creates a certain reaction for you. And for me, it creates timing. It creates a nice smooth takeaway and allows us to be able to produce timed chips. Okay, so if we put them all together, handle and chest always work together. A really, really good thing to remember on all your golf shots, regardless of the club that you've got, wedge, 7-iron, we want to try and get our hands back to our address position at impact. It allows us to stay in our posture. It allows us to get our kinetic chain working a little bit better, because for me to get my hands back to here at address without turning my hips is very difficult. So it promotes other positive things in the swing. Don't forget to engage the ground and get a little bit more weight on your lead side. It will help with angle of approach and help with strike. Number 4 is super soft hands. We want to be just gently holding our golf club. Just enough that we have control over it, but that's about it. And the last thing is a little bit of mental imagery. We're just going to pretend that on our backswing in our short game, that our club's about 20 kilos heavier than it actually is, which is going to promote a nice smooth takeaway and allow some timing and some rhythm in our shots. So guys, if we put them all together, you should gain some real confidence in your short game around the greens. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. Hit that little bell so that you get all of the notifications. Glenn and I like to bring a video out for you every single week. We love your comments, so please comment. And I hope you enjoy your golf. The US Open's coming up this week. Who's your pick? Have an awesome day. See you next time.